Imagine this. You wake up one day and something massive has changed. No one in the world eats meat anymore. No chicken, no beef, no fish, not even eggs. The global population, 8 billion people, are now all vegetarian. Sounds peaceful or dangerous? This one shift could cause a global shockwave across nature, health, culture, and the economy. Let's explore the strange, beautiful, and sometimes scary world, where everyone is vegetarian. Let's start with nature. The meat industry is one of the largest contributors to climate change. Livestock farming produces nearly 15% of global greenhouse gases, mostly methane from cows. Huge areas of rainforest are cleared to grow crops, not for us, but to feed animals. Every year we use 1/3 of the world's freshwater for animal farming. Now imagine all of this. Gone. Forests would begin to regrow. Air and water would get cleaner. Rivers wouldn't be choked by animal waste from slaughterhouses. Oceans would recover from overfishing. Some scientists say that if everyone stopped eating meat, greenhouse gas emissions would drop by 70%. The planet would breathe again. Currently, over 80 billion animals are killed every year for food. If humans stopped eating meat overnight, farm animals like cows, chickens, and pigs would live longer. Animal cruelty in factory farms would end. Endangered species might recover as their habitats wouldn't be cleared for grazing. But there's a twist. These animals were bred in unnatural numbers for food. If there's no demand, many farm animals might go extinct over time. Some breeds would lose purpose and protection. Wildlife conservation would need to evolve. Still, the moral victory of ending mass slaughter would be undeniable. Now let's look at our bodies. Vegetarian diets are generally lower in cholesterol, high in fiber, rich in antioxidants. That means reduced risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Lower obesity rates in the long term. But there's a catch. Certain nutrients like vitamin B12, omega-3 fatty acids, iron complete proteins are harder to get from plants alone. Without planning or supplements, large populations could suffer nutritional deficiencies, especially in poorer countries. Also, cultural resistance could create mental health stress for people forced to give up traditional diets. Here's where things get messy. The global meat and dairy industry is worth over $1.3 trillion. It employs over 1 billion people worldwide: farmers, transporters, retailers, and restaurant workers. If the world turns vegetarian, these jobs vanish overnight. Farming economies like Brazil, USA, India collapse without recovery plans. Thousands of businesses shut down. But new industries will rise. Plant-based meat, lab-grown alternatives, vegan products, vertical farming. Countries that adapt could become world leaders in ethical food production. The key is gradual transition, not shock. In many cultures, especially in India, vegetarianism is linked to peace, non-violence, and spirituality. Religions like Jainism, Buddhism, and certain branches of Hinduism promote vegetarianism as a path of compassion. If the world turned vegetarian, there may be a rise in moral consciousness. Children could grow up with more empathy for animals. Less violence in our diet may lead to less violence in our mindset. But there's a conflict. For many indigenous communities and cultures, meat is sacred and traditional. Forcing a global shift could erase centuries of cultural identity, which would spark resistance. So again, it must be about choice, not enforcement. A common myth is, you can't get strong without meat. Not true. Many elite athletes are 100% plant-based, including Venus Williams, tennis, Patrick Baboumian, strongman, Lewis Hamilton, F1. Protein exists in lentils, chickpeas, tofu, quinoa nuts. With proper planning, A vegetarian diet can fuel peak physical strength. Is it fair to expect the entire world to become vegetarian? In rich countries, alternatives are everywhere. In poor regions, meat is often the only affordable or available protein. So forcing a global shift without solving poverty, hunger, and education would be unjust. That's why experts suggest flexitarianism. Less meat, better quality, ethical choices. It's not about banning meat. It's about balance. So, what if the world turned vegetarian? We'd see cleaner air, healthier bodies, billions of animal lives saved, and new industries rising. But we'd also face job losses, cultural conflict, and nutritional risks. Maybe the real question isn't, what if everyone became vegetarian? Maybe it's, what if you made a small change today? Even one meal, one choice, can change the world more than you think. If this video opened your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. New thought-provoking videos